Hey everyone, Eugene here, back again, this time with another video. We'll be discussing discontinuations and bottle changes or packaging changes going on at Guerlain with their Middle Eastern exclusives. But before we begin, I just kind of want to touch on my last video, the open letter to Thierry Wasser, and just want to thank you all for leaving, such positive comments, and it's nice to see that I have like-minded viewers and you all have the same thoughts and expectations from this wonderful brand that I do, and you don't just let Fast One get pulled over you. So it's just really wonderful that we all kind of are on the same page. But anyway, the reason for this video is there are a couple of changes occurring, and I did contemplate, whether I should make this or not, and I don't want to just spread rumors, but these aren't, just rumors being circulated through the air. These are rumors, these are things that I've heard, at the top of the Guerlain food chain, and over and over and over again. Some of them I've heard well over 2 years ago, and I expected them to happen a lot sooner, or to be done and over with by now, but they haven't even been announced as of yet. So this has actually been announced just recently, is Ambre Eternal. The second release of the Absolutes, the Orient collection, will be discontinued, no longer available. They're pulling this out, and in its place they're going to release Musk Noble, so just a composition dedicated to Musk, and it's going to come out in a fiery red bottle, almost fire engine red, maybe a little bit darker. So we can expect to see that possibly this summer, hopefully. But really saddens me to see Ambre Eternal discontinued. This is actually my favorite from this line. I'm not really sure how I feel about this line. If you smell them, you'd agree that they've really got nothing olfactory comparable to older and vintage Guerlains. They're really Middle Eastern inspired, kind of have that Montal and Armani Privé effect, really dry and robust and masculine and synthetic perfumes. But the first time I tried Ambre Eternal, I didn't like it at all. It actually made me sick, and I thought it was vile and made my stomach turn. But it took me, I'm going to say, well over 10 wearings for me to finally be able to understand it and grasp it. It's really complex, and I think niche lovers would actually love this one because it does have a story to tell. It's very dark and spicy and gothic, and it's about death and decay, and it's very powdery, so it's got powder hitting at you from different angles. You got powder from the iris in the opening, and then powder again in the base from the amber. You got some leathers and other florals and dry spices. But the heart of this fragrance is the ambergris note, which is, it's really salty and soapy and aldehydic, and it's got marine-like qualities. It's just a gorgeous fragrance, and the ambergris is a real, true ambergris. It's not a synthetic. When I spoke to Thierry Wasser, he pulled out his cell phone and he started scrolling through the pictures, and he showed me pictures of the ambergris in whole as it was found off the coast of New Zealand, and he told me the price. I can't remember, don't quote me. I think he was saying it was like $40,000 for a 3-kilo piece of ambergris, so it is quite expensive, and that could be one of the possibilities it's being discontinued. But I did wear it the other day. On the weekend, it was my children had a baseball tournament, so we were outdoors all day, and it was quite chilly, and I would never ever wear this in the warmer months. To me, it's solely from November to February, the absolute coldest months, because it is quite strong and potent. But I put it on, and it has such a kick to it, and when I got to the park, my wife was like, "Oh no, we can't be friends, you need to stay away from me." She didn't appreciate it at all. She's quite upset. And for the rest of the day, she must have told me to go shower like 15 times. She kept bringing it up and up and up. And she asked me, what is it? It kind of smells like raccoon piss. And I was like, no, it's ambergris. It's like whale vomit, or I don't know how it gets excreted from the whale. Some say the whale poops it out. Others say it's barfed out. I'm not a perfumer. I can only tell you what I hear, but I told her it was like whale puke, and for the rest of the day she just kept calling me blubber boy, which was, you know, kind of hilarious. I'm glad she has a really good sense of humor. But I know Terry himself told me that it was his least favorite from the line, not composition wise, but this perfume put a lot of pressure on him in the making. They were in a rush to get it out, and he was just really stressed out, and it was a really bad time in his life, as he didn't enjoy making it at all. Not like his baby Santal Royal. I know he loves that one. He's really passionate about it, but he did not enjoy Ambre Eternal at all. Unfortunate, because it is my absolute favorite. They could totally crush and destroy and discontinue these other two. I could care less, but you know, I feel like Ambre Eternal is my baby from this brand. I love it, like, from this line. I'm totally in love with it. But here you'll see the other Oriental collection. This is the Desserts d'Orient. You have Songe de Bois de Thé, Rose Nacrée, and Encens Mythique. So this will be discontinued. They're saying, I've actually heard about this years ago, that Rose Nacrée will be discontinued. It's not a very big seller. You know, surprisingly, to me, it was always a hit. Rose and oud, apparently it is. I don't get a whole lot of oud from it. To me, it's more rose, spices, patchouli, kind of got that, you know, that barbecued meat thing, that flare up going on in the opening. A little bit of fruit, really nice rose composition, Middle Eastern. Yeah, so I'm, you know, kind of surprised to see that this is going, but that would leave just the two others, and what they're going to do, what the plans are, is to discontinue this bottle packaging here and transfer these two perfumes into the B bottles here. So you're going 75 mils into 125 mils. So with that comes, you know, the question of pricing is, the pricing, is it going to go up? Is it going to go down? And you know, just through the history, or what we've, you know, through behavior, what we can expect. I don't even need to tell you, but I know what I'm expecting price-wise, and I'm definitely not expecting it to be a decrease. So hopefully, not looking forward to that. But anyway, I mean, if you are fans of this, I'd love to see somebody pick this up before all the greedy eBayers get their hands on this stuff and double the price, you know, and you're going to be paying a whole lot more for it online, but I always hate to see that happen. Anyway, kind of just wanted to fill you guys in, and thank you for all the great comments I've seen on the Wasser video. Other than that, I'd love to hear your thoughts on this collection of the Absolutes and the Orient collection. I'm a big fan of, you know, these three. This is kind of what got me into Guerlain, is these, you know, niche-y exclusives. I love the big bold things. But yeah, I'd love to hear your thoughts on the changes, the packaging changes, the discontinuations, or just your thoughts on these perfumes in general. Anyway, I'll leave it at that. Thanks for watching. We'll see you again very soon.